This caller is about to make an argument that I did not expect. I'm looking forward to it. But it is also 2 weeks until Balls is going to be released, my majestically named book. I'm going to donate all the proceeds to charity, and I'm asking you guys to go pre-order it. I've been meaning to mention it again. We'll share the link. It's up on Amazon. Balls, Clay Travis. I promise you, if you type that on Google, you're not going to get the wrong result. But it made me think about Dan from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Dan, I wasn't expecting this argument. Make it for me.
All right, Clay. So here's the deal. I spent 20 years in the United States Navy defending freedom. And, you know, people have the right to harbor whatever stupid opinions they have.
Yep.
Just as long as it doesn't affect their employment. Once they say they work for Clay Travis and Buck Sexton, then you can, you know, perhaps fire them. As far as the teacher working at Hooters, I dated a lady that put herself through college, and she was a stripper.
Okay, well, that's fine. Good for you. But was she also a teacher?
She's a third-grade teacher in the city of Detroit now.
Now she is. But was she a stripper at the same time that she... Don't tell me her name, by the way.
I'm not going to.
Okay, I just don't want to get it. I don't want to create... Was she a stripper at the same time that she was a third-grade teacher?
No, but does that make it some kind of difference?
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Hooters...
If you hold on, Dan. Look, I'm the First Amendment and boobs guy, so I can't believe you're making me be the voice of moral authority here. If you are a stripper, hold on, Dan. I just want to get your argument here. You think you should be able to be a third grade teacher and a stripper at the same time?
So, yes, I do. Just as long as you don't sexually do anything to any of these kids. But I also think that there's a difference between being a stripper and a Hooters waitress.
No, we agree. But I said no. This is true. I said I think most school districts. I could be wrong, and I think most school districts would say you can have. This is the morals clause, right? Every teacher has basically a morals clause in their contract. I don't think most kindergarten teachers. Although there may be a lot of dads that would say, hey, I kind of love this idea. I don't think most kindergarten teachers would be permitted to be a Hooters girl and also teach kindergarten.
How can you tell them how they can provide for a living and put food on their table? You know,
it doesn't matter to me. I'm saying I think most elementary school parents, if you went to parent night and you're like, hey, I recognize you brought us boneless wings at Hooters last night. I think most parents would say, yeah, I don't know that the Hooters chick should also be the kindergarten teacher. For me, I think, again, that's a tougher call.
That's great.
But Dan, you're in favor.
I have a 25-year-old daughter that I raised. I went through plenty of, meet the teacher night. And just as long as she doesn't come to me and say, hey, guess what? I work at Hooters. Here's a 50% off. She can do whatever she wants.
Okay, but Dan, what would you think if you went to meet your kindergarten teacher and then later that night you had a couple of beverages and you ended up at the strip club and your daughter's kindergarten teacher was on the stripper pole? You wouldn't think to yourself...
Was she worth the price of admission?
Dan, I think you and I are going to agree on almost everything, except for this particular. Thank you for calling. Thank you for listening. This is what happens. Now I'm the guy defending morality. Dan called in. What do you think? Maybe this is a stronger percentage of. Maybe more people think that you should be able to be an elementary school teacher and a stripper at the same time than I thought. By the way, this all started with. If you go to a rally and celebrate an assassination of someone politically, I think it violates your morals clause. And the example that I gave that I thought everybody would agree with was If you are working as a stripper or an OnlyFans model, those are legal jobs. But you probably also are not going to be permitted to be a teacher. Meaning, we draw lines all the time where we say, hey, morally, this is not something we think that public school teachers should be able to do. But Dan thinks, hey, go straight from first grade teaching to the stripper pole. He's all for it. That's a Navy man for you. I appreciate all of you. Buck will be back tomorrow and probably has no idea what he's walking into. This has been, as always, the Clay and Buck Show. Go buy that book, Balls. I think Dan's got way more balls than I do, by the way. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And be sure to hit that like button.